Today we're going to talk about how to survive porn with your partner. And I'm not going to talk about making porn with your partner, but I'm talking about watching porn with your partner. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of porn. The thing behind me, for me, is rather a turn off than a turn on. So if you really want to watch porn with your partner, how to do it in the best way? Well, of course there is a great way to watch porn, because whenever I go to the cinema, I watch very carefully what movie I'm going to watch. I'm not going to see this B quality or C quality movie. I want something good. Well, for porn it works the same way. And what is actually really cool is there are more and more porn movies, especially made for women. In the United States, you can go to the website of goodvibes.com and they have their own video on demand system. Here in Amsterdam we have male and female. They have a video on demand system where you can order online, stream this to your TV, porn movies for women. And this really makes a big difference, because those movies are great to see because they're made of people who make real love, they make real sex. And the thing behind me is just acting, which is very boring. I don't like it. I want to see the real thing. And in those movies, especially made for women or women and partner, it's real people having sex, which is great. They're having fun, very important. The women in there, they look like real women. If I turn around, well, now she has still pubic hair, that is at least something. But usually it's just a Barbie without any pubic hair being fucked. Say it in a bad way. We don't want that. So those movies, especially made for women, they are real women. They look real breasts. Sometimes, they look great. So this is much better than the thing we're seeing there. Then something else very important. Looking to those kind of movies behind me, I always have the feeling most of the women fake their orgasms. And we don't want to see that. I don't want to see a fake orgasm. I want to see a real one. Also for the women. So if you look at those female-orientated movies, it shows that it actually takes work to get a woman to her orgasm. And this is also important to realize for men, because watching to that kind of movie, it makes me think like an orgasm for the average woman is easy to reach. And it's not. It takes some work. And it's important to realize. And it's also a turn on to see that process. So, very important, watch the right kind of movie. Then something else very important. I was doing some research last night on porn. And I was doing some research on surviving porn. And then what I see a lot is porn addiction, which is the negative side of porn. And it's important to realize that porn is like alcohol. You can drink a glass, you can drink a few glasses, but don't overdo it. And it works the same for porn, because watching porn raises your dopamine level in the brain. And dopamine gives you the feeling of feeling good, feeling great. The same happens with alcohol or any other drugs, even food. So the more porn you watch, the more your dopamine levels get higher and higher. And they need to see more at a certain point to reach the same level, to get the same feeling of feeling great. So the risk is, if you overdo porn, if you watch it too much, your brain really gets ill and you get addicted to it, and then you really have a big problem. This is something to take very seriously. So approach porn the same way as you approach alcohol or any other drugs. Approach it in a healthy way. So when watching porn, it's also important both of you like it, or if you watch it alone, that you like it by yourself. So whenever you don't like something, you have the right, of course, to fast forward, which in a normal movie you probably don't fast forward a normal movie, but in porn you should. Then it's also important to realize it's fake, it's not real life. So never think real life sex is like in a porn movie. It's two different worlds. It's the same as acting and real life. So this is also important to realize. And then, of course, it's really cool to get inspired by porn. But realize also the actors usually in porn, they are really well trained. So it can be difficult just to copy their moves. So get inspired, but you don't have to do it in the same way, you know. Being inspired and getting turned on is already more than enough. Then, last but not least, do it safe. In porn, unfortunately, they not always practice safe sex, but for us watchers, it's very important to have safe sex. So that's the last advice. And then I really wish you a lot of fun with watching your porn. So remember, goodvibes.com, male, female. There are a lot of great websites where you can order your video on demand, especially for her and for you. Bye bye.